And good evening, everybody. Suwannee High Bulldog Baseball is now on the air here on RiverCountrySports.com. I'm Wayne Luttrell, joined tonight by Mr. Tom Daniels. We're in Lake City, Florida at Columbia High School, where it's a battle of dogs and cats tonight, Tom.
And a beautiful night for baseball. Not too cold, not too warm. A little breeze in the air. Wayne, I'm looking at, we've got cameras behind us. We're looking at the field. You got first base covered. I got third base covered.
Yeah, that's right. Here in the press box at Columbia High School Stadium, Tyson McCray taking his warm-up tosses on the hill. Casey Maddox catching him behind the dish. You got Nolan Slaymaker at first base. Goose Ford is your second baseman. Madden Man playing shortstop. Over at third base is Abraham Martinez. And in the outfield, left to right, Joel Glover. You got Colton Mote in center field and Case Bennett over in right field. The starting defensive lineup for the Columbia High Tigers. The Suwannee Bulldogs come in here, coming off a win over Santa Fe, so the Dogs improved to 2-2 on the year. Columbia High is 2-1 on the young season. Jace Moran will lead off tonight for the Bulldogs, and he's behind the plate. He'll be followed by Easton O'Quinn, who's at second base. Noah Lopez, remember, got injured, and he's nursing that hamstring. He's going to be out for a little while.
Well, he'll be missed, and this is the first game that I'm doing that Jace is behind the plate. So there are a lot of changes. Jace is behind the plate. O'Quinn is over at second now because of the injury. So there's a few things going on. Both the Watson boys want to be playing the field, want to be DH, and so just a different lineup tonight. And after Jace, you got O'Quinn, who is the
and then Ty Moses batting third, playing left field, followed by cleanup batter Gabe Garcia, your shortstop, followed by Kyler Watson. Grayson Green gets the start tonight for Swany. Case Nickerson at third. Hunter Watson, the DH. Colton Rogers batting ninth in center field. And the first pitch smacked up the middle, and there's a bait hit for Jace Moran.
And Jace just went with the pitch, and first pitch hitting. Don't have a problem with that at all, Wayne. They're going to throw you strikes on first pitch. You might as well swing away. I will tell you, I was down on the field for the JV game. The infield is very, very hard, and the dirt is very, very soft. So it's not going to be easy to steal bases and defensively be on your toes.
Moran gets his lead at first base. There's the pitch, and that'll be high for ball one. Easton O'Quinn, your batter. He is the super freshman for Suwannee High School.
And where is our number 7? Mickey Mantle's number. We'll see how that works out. Well, count quickly is 2-0. So unless we're hitting and running, Moran's going to be staying at first, I would think. And we'll see if coach gives him the green light. It's early in the game, and if the pitch is going to be wild, take the walk.
Throw over to first base again. O'Quinn batting 300 on the young season.
With a couple of dingers, I think.
Yeah. McCray is 1-0 on the year with a 2.33 earned run average. Easton O'Quinn waits for his pitch. There it is. Takes. He's ahead in the count. Looking good. 3-0.
That one didn't miss by a whole lot, but we'll take it. These are the JV umpires. They just switched positions for the second game.
And there's a called strike as he takes on 3-0. Columbia High winning the JV contest earlier today. And, the umpires, the home plate umpire goes out on the field and they switch. Got to give his knees a rest out there.
Well, I watched the JV game, and the umpire behind the plate certainly needs the rest because we walked about 5 or 6 guys.
I don't think that was his fault.
No, but it's where the balls were landing. It was like he was playing dodgeball.
He got his money for it tonight.
Yeah,
no doubt. All right. They're keeping Moran close as they can at first base. So Quinn waits for the 3-1 pitch. Again to first. Moran back safely.
3-1, he could be running. He certainly wasn't running 2-0. So we will see what Coach Moran decides to do here early because, if it gets colder later, the ball won't travel as well.
There's the pitch, and there's ball 4, and first 2 batters aboard for Swany.
Well, in the old days with different former coaches, somebody might be thinking sack here, but this is your number 3 hitter. He's your number 3 hitter for a reason. I mean, he should be swinging away. So we'll see what Coach Moran looks like. He gave him the swing away sign, like swinging his hands. So we'll see what happens. Make the pitcher find the plate. He hasn't done that yet tonight.
Batting .267 on the year, a couple of RBIs to his credit. Ty Moses. Number 15 waits. There's the first pitch, and there's a called strike in the corner. Tyson McCray doing battle on the mound. Runners at first and second, nobody down. Top of the first inning, just underway here in Lake City. Squared the bunt, came up empty.
They missed by a lot.
Yeah.
The outfield playing straight away, and this stadium plays a little bit deeper than it really is.
I was a little surprised they have the number 3 hitter first inning bunting that early, but anyway, now he's in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah, that's why we do a coach's show.
There you go. In the Swany Sports Report on Monday, we'll ask Coach Billy about that if we remember. Swing and a miss, and there's the first out in the top of the first inning. So that puts Moses behind the in the count. You get him in a hole, and he had to chase after that one and came up empty. So 1 down. Now the cleanup batter here is Gabe Garcia. Garcia's had a hot bat early in the year.
He had a great season last year, Wayne. This kid can do it all.
He had a bad defensive game, 3 errors in a game, and you never see that from Garcia. So hope he got that out of his system.
Well, we watched him turn 5 double plays in the game last year.
Whoa! And that one I think got him, or did it hit the bat? Hit the foul ball?
I think it got the bat before it got him.
All right.
I think if it had gotten him, I'm sure Billy would be right up here explaining it to the home plate umpire.
Garcia hitting .308 early in the year. No home runs, has a couple of triples, however. Checking the runners is McCray. Now the pitch. Went after that one, chased it outside.
Sometimes they see ducks on the pond and, they're trying to get somebody home and just over anxious.
Yeah, and that one looked like it was going to be a strike, but it tailed away from him. Garcia behind in the count. McCray will step off, and he is battling out there. Gave up the base hit and the walk, but he's battled back, struck out Moses, and now ahead in the count against Garcia. That's high. Trying to get him to chase. Kyler Watson waits on deck. He's your starting first baseman for Swany. He got popped in the eye pretty good the other day. The Santa Fe game, had a ball scoot up on him, and got a pretty good bruise there. But, he's got that football mentality. He just shakes it off. That's outside.
And when you were talking about the 2 triples by Garcia, when you look in the alleys here, you hit the ball in the alley here and it rolls. I mean, this is a triples park.
You're running a long way. The 2-2 downstairs.
All right, Coach Luttrell, 3-2, 1 out, first inning. You send your runners?
No.
That was quick.
Well, you asked me. I don't want to run myself out of an inning.
That was quick.
But you do want to stay out of the double play, so I understand they're not why you would do it, not going. And that's why. You would run yourself right out of an inning there. Chase that pitch outside, and that's back-to-back Ks for McCray. 2 down now, Kyler Watson.
He's the 5th hitter in your order. And if you decide to steal a base and make them throw and hope you can get an error, he would be the guy to lead off the next inning.
And now with 2 outs, I would take a chance. I get what you're saying there, and you're not being held, so you get a pretty good lead if you wanted one. And they seem awful concerned with the base runners right now. Kyler Watson, with 2 down, can do some damage if he can park this ball in a place where there's not a purple jersey. Tigers playing him straight away. And he let that one go. Good eye outside.
Everything he's been throwing, he's been trying to catch he's pitching low and away. That's where they tell you to go. And We've been chasing some bad pitches.
Tyler's walked 5 times in the year, but he's only hitting 182. Of course, we're only 4 games in.
Well, that on base percentage, I think, counts a little bit towards why you're batting fifth.
Yeah. Well, and the potential. We know what he can do. Here's a strike.
Well, if I had been sitting in the dugout, I'd be leaning over the plate because everything's on the outside corner.
He has been consistent out there. And he's gotten a couple of Bulldogs to chase out there, and they're setting up on the outside corner again. But again, McCray worried about the runner at second base. So Moran at second, O'Quinn at first, 2 down in the inning. And Kyler Watson bats here in a scoreless game in the top of the first inning. Just missed. Looked pretty good from up here. Tough one to let go sometimes, we sit up here and we talk about how, you should do this, do that. I mean, they got to make these split-second decisions down there.
What's easy for us?
It's a lot easier up here in the booth. The pitch, and a little late on that one, fouled away.
Yeah, and that was a good cut. Well, deuces are wild. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-2s that count. Although the umpire I think he just signaled 2-2. I don't think he signaled 3-1.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside, count goes full. Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches this inning, has McCray.
Yeah, he's gone full twice.
Yeah.
Well, it's a merry-go-round now. There's no holding anybody on. You just take off on the pitch.
Yeah, you got to here. 3-2, 2 outs. No reason not to. And I got to come back and do it again. Fouled away.
He was a little closer on that one than he was the last one.
It's the first of 2 matchups with Columbia High School. The next one in Live Oak. We'll be broadcasting both of the matchups between Live Oak and Lake City here in River Country. They've split the last 2 years, and the visiting team has won all 4 times.
And everybody wants to sponsor that game.
Yeah. But we welcome the sponsorship. We appreciate all the support we can get. Want to keep these games free for the folks, supported by advertisers. So if you're a business owner, we'd love to hear from you. There go the runners, and there's ball 4. Bases are juiced.
This guy has labored this whole inning, and he's lucky to be where he's at.
But he can still get out of here unscathed if he can take care of the opposing pitcher. Here comes Grayson Green.
And Grayson is, I think, maybe the only Chase hits left-handed too. And it's a little tougher to pitch to left-handers because you don't see them. And the way this guy has been doing the outside corner, this is coming right into his wheelhouse.
Green also with a good eye. He's got 5 walks as well on the year. He held back on that one and took a ball. So for Kyler, that was his 6th walk of the season. He's showing a good eye, good patience up there.
Well, this is the old cliche, a walk is as good as a hit.
It is in this case. It'll be an RBI. Swings away, knifing foul, will not be a play on the ball.
And completely opposite field for him. He went with the pitch.
He did.
Just a little late.
There's a little blooper out there and fell in foul territory. So 1-1 to Green.
Ooh.
Got him there on the changeup.
Yeah, the off speed, and he was waiting to crank a fastball.
It's Billy's over there. He's waiting for one in the dirt. Give me a run. Hate to leave the bases loaded. Come away empty.
Give me a balk.
Fouled away. Green hanging in.
And I don't know where the cameras are, but if you see for people watching at home, the guy on third base comes off into foul territory like big time, because if you get hit by a ball in foul territory, it's fine. You get hit on the playing field, the batter gets a hit, you're out. That's the end of the inning.
One ball and 2 strikes. Tyson McCray, wheels and deals. There's a chopper First base, pitcher covering in time, and the Columbia High Tigers get out of the jam. No score after a half inning. Back with Columbia's at bat after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors, dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080.
There's his innings pitched.
And back here on the broadcast, Wayne Luttrell, Tom Daniels, rivercountrysports.com. I got John Coke behind me. He's running the Companion Animal Hospital scoreboard. Tammy Neal is our executive producer. She's keeping us on the air. We've got cameras stationed first base side. That's Lucy Roberts working that camera. On the third base side, we've got Him Patel working the camera. And then out there in center field is Mr. Sawyer Brooks. Green takes his warm-up tosses, setting the defense for Swany. Grayson Green on the hill. Jace Moran is your catcher. Kyler Watson at first base. You got Easton O'Quinn getting the start at second base. Gabe Garcia at shortstop. Case Nickerson is at third base. And in the outfield, Ty Moses in left. Colton Rogers is your center fielder. And Landon Peterson around in right field. Colton Moat will be the leadoff hitter for the Columbia High Tigers, followed by Madden Mann and Tyson McCray. First three hitters for the Tigers.
Well, Grayson Green has one loss on the season, but he has struck out 5 in 3 2/3 innings, given up 4 hits and walked a couple. And he's left-hander, always tough to hit left-handers.
Last year, if you remember, Columbia High came over to Live Oak and won 3-2. And then Swany returned the favor coming over to Lake City later in the season and winning that ball game 10-6. They split the series last year and the year before, again, with the visiting teams winning both games. No score here as Columbia comes to bat in the bottom of the first inning. There's Colton Moak. And the first pitch from the southpaw outside for ball 1.
Colton has a triple on the year. That's his extra base hit. And just batting .222. But the season's young. He's only played 3 games.
Swing and a miss there. Yeah, a long way to go in this season. And the whole thing about, high school ball, you're getting ready for the postseason. So you want to get yourself in good shape as far as your seeding. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Columbia opened the season with a win against Santa Fe, 12-1. Then took a loss at Buchholz, 7-1, but bounced right back and beat the Bobcats 2-1. So I had back-to-back games on the 12th and 13th against those Buchholz Bobcats.
I'll tell you, Grayson wastes no time.
2-2 count. He is. He's ready to go. He's got the ball in his mitt, toe on the rubber, step in the box. Swing and a miss. Moat goes down swinging and 1 down in the inning.
That was impressive.
Well, so far early in this game, it looks like Green's hitting the spots. Madden Mann now the batter. He's Columbia starting shortstop.
And, the shortstop and the catcher, those usually your 2 best players. Well, this guy certainly is for Columbia. He comes in this game batting .429. 3 for 7. He scored 5 of their runs and 4 of their RBIs. Leads the team basically in everything, including 2 home runs.
He's a dangerous hitter, no doubt about it. A dangerous cat at the bat.
And the advantage is we got a lefty going against a lefty. And I don't know how many lefties, Mann's going to see, but being left-handed is certainly an advantage.
Yeah, it's a little tougher to pick up coming from a different angle. But so far, he's kept that good eye and got ahead in the count now. It's 3-1.
That's because you have 2 homers and you're batting 400.
Swing and a miss there. Took a home run cut. Came up with air. McRae on deck, followed by cleanup batter Nolan Slaymaker. Swing and a miss. And the first two batters go down swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Mr. Grayson Green.
Have we even seen a foul ball?
I don't think so. And Green's ready to throw the next pitch. Tyson McRae is the batter, the opposing pitcher.
You'd think the name like McRae, we'd be playing Mayo.
They do have their share of McRae.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good season, too. He's batting 375 through 3 games. And all singles.
Swing and a miss. Comparing the two teams, Swany comes in with a 265 batting average, and Columbia hitting 239 early in the year. On base percentage, Swany 381, Columbia 329. There's a foul ball for you.
Very late on that pitch.
Slugging percentage, Swany 381, Columbia 373, and fielding position percentage 919 for Columbia, 901 for Swany. So Swany needs to pick up the defense just a bit.
Well, like I said, this field is not in the greatest of shapes. It's early.
And I believe he struck out the side there. No, umpire didn't give him the count. I think if Jay squeezes that one, that's a strike.
I thought he had called it a strike. So did the batter.
Yeah, the defense was headed off the field, but didn't get the call. Deuce is wild here. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Not going to get that call. The count goes full. Tried to sneak that curveball back over the outside corner. Just missed. The payoff pitch, and there's your strikeout. He struck out the side. So 1-2-3 go the Tigers after one, no score. It's Suwannee Bulldog Baseball on rivercountrysports.com.
Cupid's drawing back his bow and aiming straight at the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Sweetheart savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs are waited. Kick off truck month strong with up to $12,000 in total savings on 2026 Ram trucks.
People ask, why do we give such great deals? It's because we love selling Jeeps.
That's right. Love is in the air, and so are the deals during the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
rivercountrysports.com. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. We go to the top of the second inning. The battle of Bulldog graduates here. You know, Chris Howard, head coach at Columbia High School, graduated from Swany in 1994. Of course, he coached at Hamilton County High School from 2012 to 2021, then came over to Columbia High and been the head coach here ever since.
And his son, Brent, is pitching at Valdosta State. Not pitching, catching, playing first base at Valdosta State. And Billy Moran's son is the top prospect who signed with the University of Florida.
Yeah.
So,
depending on where he's drafted,
yeah,
he may end up going pro. You just don't know. But
no,
it's nice to have the University of Florida as a plan B anyway.
And speak of the devil, who walks up as I mention his name?
All right. We got a headset here right here for you.
We got to just make sure we keep him out of the camera.
All right. There's the first pitch. Case Nickerson is leading off here in the second inning for Swany. And quickly behind in the count here. Nickerson battling against Tyson McRae.
All right, you're hooked up and ready to go.
There's the drive, center field, back to the track. And he makes a miraculous catch. Wow, one-handed grab out there by Colton Moak. That was a heck of a catch.
That was a heck of a ride. That would be out of here in a few other places. So catching, playing a little first base up at Valdosta.
Yes, sir.
Toronto Blue Jays looking a little bit at you.
Yes, sir.
Here's Hunter Watson, designated hitter in the ball game for Swany. Swing and a miss.
Now, your brother was down here before the game doing the field. When do you get to do that? You get a turn to come down and do the field?
I let him handle most of that. He loves it too much.
Well, that's the thing about, at this level, being a high school coach, you got to do a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir.
And now, while you're up there at Valdosta, do you ever run across Coach Beal?
He does the radio announcer for us. I've seen him a couple times.
So he's doing the men's baseball games.
Yes, sir. I believe so.
I know he does Blazer football.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard him do some football games, and I didn't know he was doing baseball as well, but that's perfect.
Yes, sir.
And I hear him on the sports station in Valdosta once in a while. He does a daily show.
It's amazing who they'll let on radio.
Yeah.
We know a few people.
Yeah.
Hunter Watson, the full count pitch. And let's see, not going to be able to handle his second base. That bounced over the pitcher's head, and Goose Lord at second base couldn't find the handle. And so Hunter Watson at first base, you're going to score that an E or give him a base hit?
I'm going to score the error on the field. This field is not in great shape.
You're going to go E4? Man, you're tough. What do you say?
I give it E4.
Okay. All right. I was leaning base hit, just trying to help the stats here. Here's Colton Rogers. And the shortstop, this could be two. Shortstop to second base and not in time at first. So Rogers aboard via the fielder's choice, 2 down in the inning.
So how is Valdosta State doing? What's your record up there?
I believe we're 3-8 right now, so we're looking to turn it around.
I didn't check with your mother, but it's okay for me to ask you what your batting average is?
I think it's around 280 right now.
Oh, okay. So we're not embarrassed with that.
No, that's
Yes,
not
sir.
bad.
Where are you batting in the order?
Third.
Well, this is a whole lot right there. I don't know if this is a whole lot about you or about Valdosta State, one or the other.
They got NIL money at Valdosta State.
I haven't come across any.
They hadn't come across yet. Well,
You told them you'd take it, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have anybody up there that they're looking at with NIL money?
I'm not sure.
Jace Moran at the dish. He singled his first time up, ended up at third base, stranded there. No score in this game. 2 down here, Swany, top of the second inning. Trying to get something cooking.
You know a lot of these guys?
For Columbia?
No, for Swany.
I know quite a few of them. Not too well, but heard the names before.
Ball out of play there off of the third base side for Jace Moran. Down even at a ball and a strike. Rogers a runner at first base, but 2 down in the inning. Jace Moran trying to keep things alive here. Tyson McCray trying to shut him down. Got a little piece of that one.
I think Rogers was running on that pitch.
But again, same situation, 2 down. If he does get thrown out,
Yeah,
you got top of the order. Yeah. Rogers with his lead at first base. And he'll throw over.
Are you playing first more than catching or catching more than first?
I'm catching more. I've been catching about 3 games a week and playing first base 1 of the games a week.
How are your knees?
A little sore, but
Yeah.
nothing eyes can't fix.
There you go. Pitch up high.
Well, they're always looking for catchers.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing else to
That's
catch
the
the
Iron
bullpen.
Man position in baseball. Darn right.
And if they can hit, that's a bonus.
If you can hit, you got a chance to go a long way in this game.
Go, 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 Colton.
Yeah, that got him on the foot. That's hit by the pitch. So that's going to put Moran at first base, and Rogers will go to second.
And you just got here, so you didn't see how we left the bases loaded in the first inning?
I was walking up right at the end of it.
Yeah, Swany had 3 base runners stranded in the first. They've got 2 here in the second. Goose eggs on the scoreboard. Columbia High, their first inning went down 1, 2, 3, all strikeouts.
Well, it's amazing what 2-out hitting can do.
It's up to the freshman here with 2 down. Here's Easton O'Quinn. Walked his first plate appearance.
This kid's only a freshman.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit about him.
Pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Ty Moses would be next.
He's got 2 dingers on the year, and we're in game 4.
He's got a good build on him.
We'll get a dinger here. He's got a 3-run lead. Like help McCray grooves one for him. So far, he's
It's a long
very
way.
careful.
It's a long way to left field. Do you know the dimensions here?
I'm not sure what the dimensions are. I know you got to get a hold of it to get it out of here, though.
It's a long ride, no doubt. The 2-0 pitch. He'll take for ball 3. Well, walk here would load him up once again.
Well, 2 outs. Everybody's running 3 and 2.
We got 3-0 here. So
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 and 0. I'm looking at the
2 outs.
2 outs.
He gave him the go sign on 3-0.
Yeah, but you're supposed to hit it.
Well, usually you get that 3-0 pitch, man. You're getting something good because they got to throw a strike, but
You at least usually foul it.
yeah. Now the 3-1 delivery. Back to the screen, and the count goes full, and just like that, McCray battles back. He's been doing that. He's run the count full a couple of times, and he's battled back each time.
Well, if he gets out of this inning, he's left 5 guys on base.
Like Houdini
Yeah, the most you can leave on without a run is 6.
in 2 innings.
Yeah.
The 3-2. There go the runners, and they'll have to retreat.
And
Foul ball.
the way that ball's coming back, he's just about right on it.
Just-
Yeah, he's not far from it.
This bring back memories, make you want to get out here and play high school ball again?
I wish I could. I think that ship sailed.
Yeah. We all wish we could. Like turn the clock back 40 years. The 3-2 once again, and there's ball 4. The bases are juiced. Now, I tell you what, if you end up no runs after having the bases loaded, that's not a good sign. So I got to get something out of this inning.
So you're the catcher. What do you walk out and tell the pitcher right now? He's got the bases loaded.
Just go out there, give him a break, reassure him with some confidence.
Ty Moses with the bases loaded for the Bulldogs. There's a strike on the corner.
Do you help the umpire also when you're catching?
So
You help the umpire while you're catching?
try to keep the ball off of him. Maybe it gives a couple of calls that way, but doesn't always work.
Counts even now, ball and a strike. Over at third base, Colton Rogers. Jace Moran at second. Easton O'Quinn parked at first base. Ty Moses at the dish, 1-1 count. 2 down here in the top of the second with no score in the ballgame. Off the plate for ball 2. Nowhere to put him.
We just putting that 1 down every time?
You don't want to give him something too good to hit to bring in multiple runs here. But you also don't want to walk that run in either.
Setting up outside, and the pitch is right there on the corner. Takes all the way, and it's 2-2.
You wasting this one or you challenging him?
Challenge him. Throw a fastball up in the zone, see if he can get to it.
McCray's pitch. He challenged him, and there's a hit toward the right fielder. It's right at him. He's camped there, and 6 runners left on base after 2 innings. Still no score. Columbia High coming to bat after this timeout on RiverCountrySports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalak.
And back here in Lake City, want to remind you, Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies has everything you need here in Lake City. Hey, make the trip no matter where you are. You'll find doors, windows, tubs, showers, plumbing, electrical, power poles. You've got steps. They have paneling. They have pre-finished sheetrock, vinyl siding, and skirting, wide width carpet, vinyl flooring, even RV parts. See Preston or Jason for all of your mobile home needs. That's Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies, Deputy Jeff Davis Lane in Lake City, and online at CorbettSupply.com. All right, the cleanup man here, Nolan Slaymaker. He'll take the first pitch and drive it foul down the third base line. So Green ahead in the count here as we kick off the bottom of the second inning.
And Grayson's been on big time.
So far, so good. You see the movement on that? Ooh, man. Good looking pitch.
See if he wastes one here.
Setting up outside, and it will be just a little bit low and take to a ball, 1-2. Slaymaker, the cleanup batter here for the Tigers. Offered at that one, and that's 4 Ks. All have gone down swinging. That was a half swing, but still in the book as a swing and strikeout.
That's what we're doing.
Yes,
That's 4 in a row.
It is. Can't get much better as far as a start.
When you're catching guys up there, what are you catching? Mid 90s, high 90s?
We got a couple guys that run up around mid 90s, pretty consistently around 89, 91, 92.
But when you're facing guys who are throwing 102?
Not quite. I've seen it a couple times. It gets on you a little quick.
Jason Maddox, the batter, heading the count 2-0 here. He's the Columbia catcher wearing number 10. Green's pitch. And a little bit crossed up there. 3-0. So Maddox ahead in the count 3-0. Let's see if Green can come back here. There's a strike. Taken all the way was Maddox. Goose Lord waits on deck for the Tigers. That's a great baseball name, isn't it? First base runner for Columbia High School.
Still no hits.
And we're going to get a pinch runner for Maddox, and it's going to be Nolan Martin.
Do they have to run for you?
No, sir. I try to steal as many bases as I can. Doesn't work out too often, but I got one this year so far.
Do you?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Good deal. Was there a runner at third?
No, he just wasn't holding me on.
Okay. Swing and a miss there. Oh, 1 to Lord. Lord on the year has no batting average at this point. 8 plate appearances. 2 walks. Swing and a miss. Martinez on deck. 1 down in the inning. Runner at first base.
And you've seen Grayson throw an inning in a little bit here. What do you think of his stuff?
He looks really good. Changeup looks good. Locating the breaking ball. Fastball's got a little life to it.
2 strikes on the batter. Got a little piece of that one to stay alive.
Now they work this fast in college?
We have the pitch clock now, so you got to work fast. You have 20 seconds in between each pitch, and the hitter's got to be in the box ready to go at 8 seconds.
You like that?
It speeds the game up a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It takes some getting used to.
For sure.
Yeah. Do they do the same rule with if you go extra innings that they do in Major League Baseball where they put a runner at second base?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Just straight up.
I like that. How about the double bags at first? Have they done that?
We had it last year at Jacksonville, but we don't have it this year at Valdosta.
Good. I'm a traditionalist.
Yes, sir, for sure.
I love the game, man. We don't need to change it.
But they have 7-inning doubleheaders.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. We play 7 innings in high school ball. Held off on that one. Didn't miss by much, but that'll be a ball. Martin with his lead at first base. Got to watch the left-handed pitcher. Don't want to get too far off the hill. Swing and a miss. 2 down in the inning. That's 5 Ks for Grayson Green. He's faced 6 batters so far.
Give me a guess. How hard is Grayson throwing?
I give him mid-80s, might be bumping upper 80s. But from the left side, that'll play every day of the week.
Here's Abraham Martinez. Fouled away, back to the screen. Martinez hitting 286 on the year. Runner at first base, 2 down, no score, bottom of the second inning. And that's out of play. Quickly 0-2. Case Bennett would be next, but 2 down in the inning.
So he's thrown, he struck out everybody that's made an out. So are you going to waste a pitch here, 0-2, or you've already thrown enough that you're just going to challenge him?
I think with 2 outs here, waste a pitch, see if you can get a chase.
Exactly what he tried to do, tried to get him off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side, gave up a walk this inning, but still struck out the side. 6 Ks for Mr. Green. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
G&W Site Services is a trusted site preparation and excavating contractor based in Live Oak, serving Swany and surrounding counties.
Oh, yeah.
From land clearing to site prep and grade work to excavation and ponds to driveways and culverts, material hauling, foundations. Whether you're preparing land for new construction or maybe utilities or draining solutions, give G&W a call. 386-209-4856. Licensed and insured, G&W Site Services. Online at gwsiteservicesllc.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Back here at Columbia High School. So how's Coach Howard doing?
He's doing good.
Yeah?
I try to get down here and see him as often as I can, watch these games.
All right.
Got to play my senior year on this field, so it's good to get back.
Yeah, it brings back memories, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
And I understand you're getting ready to head out. Blazers are heading to Nashville. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir. You leave tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, good luck. Now, do you play a series or?
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
we'll play 1 game Friday and a doubleheader Saturday.
Okay, cool. They've gone to that, by the way, in the in high school ball now for the playoffs. Have you heard that? Instead of
Yes.
they were doing the third game, you would go to the opposing stadium. They're not doing that now.
I don't know if you know that.
I think
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah, Friday and then doubleheader Saturday. Gabe Garcia leads off here in the top of the 3rd inning. No score between Swany and Columbia.
This fellow that's pitching out there, he's thrown a lot of pitches here in 2 innings.
He has. He's gotten into a lot of deep counts, but he keeps competing.
In the air, and that's going to be out of play. Over to the softball field, which is behind us. 2 balls and a strike to Gabe Garcia. 2-2.
Wayne, we're talking to a Lake City alumni whose dad is a Suwannee Bulldog alumni who played baseball and football for Swany. So I want to know what kind of lies your father tells you about when he played, because I did the games. Wayne and I did the games back when your dad played. So if he tells you any stories, you let us know and we'll confirm them.
I'd share a lot of Coach Pittman stories.
Yeah, well, they get better each year.
Oh, every year.
I wish they would change, but no, they're the same ones.
Garcia goes down looking. Now Tyler Watson, the batter. Tyson McRae, to his credit, 3 strikeouts on the ball game.
That was a nice breaking ball there.
Sure was. Another one. That one missed downstairs. That starts out with, looks like you're about to bail out of the box and leaves it back over the plate. Didn't like that one. 2-1. Gray's pitch. This is chopped toward the third base side. That's going to be a fair ball and going to be an infield hit. That was a nice job by Martinez to keep that thing in bounds, but he had no play on it.
Yeah, he kept it in bounds. It was also a fair ball.
Yeah, it was. But, I mean, he didn't let it get by him into left field. That's a nice job at him in extra bases. Give him credit.
I'm giving him credit. It was
good play.
It was you in baseball. We have fair and foul. We don't have in bounds.
To the second baseman, could be 2. To short for 1, back to first, no.
Well, we're hitting the ball, Wayne, but we're hitting it at people.
Yep, fielder's choice there. 4-6 in the field. Chopped down to second is Watson. Green safe at first base.
And what kind of pitch count do they let your pitchers go?
It just depends on whether it's a starter or a bullpen arm. Right now, I think the highest one of our starters went up to is around 85 to 90 pitches. Still trying to build up with it being early in the season.
Case Nickerson to the plate with 2 down.
Because this kid's already thrown over 50 pitches without a doubt.
But we were cut down at first. The runner's at second.
Because the ball went over the
and
fence.
He was able to get the second.
Right.
All right. So I guess an E6 got him to second base on the throw.
Yeah, which I'm surprised because the first base coaching box runs into the dugout. So not a whole lot of room. You got to get it over the fence.
If you watch the coach, I hadn't seen anybody stand in the first base box.
No.
So a duck on the pond for Case Nickerson. Takes a strike.
Had our opportunities here all night long.
McRae with a 1-1 pitch. Well, so far 6 runners stranded on base. They're 2 innings and get a duck here. Nickerson, let's see if he can bring him in with 2 outs.
Nope.
A mile in the air. Who wants it? Shortstop calls for it and makes the catch. Nice catch out there by Madden Man, and that's going to retire the Bulldogs. 7 left on base. Still no score on rivercountrysports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
rivercountrysports.com. Appreciate you tuning in, watching Swany and Columbia battle on the diamond. Pretty good ball game so far. If you like pitching, hasn't been a whole lot of offense so far.
And I'm watching the Columbia. I don't think that was Richard. Did that you're talking to the umpire, or was that his assistant?
I'm not sure. I could see it.
Yeah, well, and somebody was having a long discussion with the umpire between innings.
Coach Howard was up here. He was running the scoreboard and everything for the JV game. Then he goes out and he rakes the field and he's coaching a ball game. I mean,
I think that's all a myth. That dog he has with him, the dog is trained to do all that.
oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
He was the guard dog. That's what that was. Case Bennett to lead off here for the Tigers in the third. Takes for strike one.
Well, their bullpen is up for Columbia, Wayne, number 17. You've got him on your dial there.
Swing and a miss. Bennett hitting 167 on the young year. Would help his average here with he'll go down swinging. Kind of a funny swing there.
That's 7 batters, 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, that was eight batters and 7 strikeouts.
8 batters.
He did give up the 1 walk. Now Joel Glover at the dish.
So who was 17 up in the bullpen for them?
It's Nolan Slaymaker.
Oh, Slaymaker, he's already in this game somewhere.
Yeah, first base. But McCray, so far, I mean, he's done the job. Swing and a miss. You got to give Tyson McCray credit. He has kept the Bulldogs off the scoreboard. Again, late. Ball and 2 strikes. And there is strikeout number 8. 9 batters and 8 strikeouts. Bryson Green.
He's on fire.
Yeah, he's pitching well, no doubt about it. Hey, I want to remind you, our first softball broadcast is coming up. That'll be on a Thursday night on the 26th of February as Madison comes to town to take on the Suwannee Lady Dogs. We'll have that action for you at 7 o'clock. Again, February 26th. Join us for Suwannee High softball.
And Wayne, it gets better than that. Come March 2nd, we're going to have middle school girls softball.
Yep.
And we're going to have them again on the 10th and on the 13th.
Yep.
And we're going to see Mayo, and we're going to see Port St. Joe, and
Bradford County. Yep, and that's all brought to you by Cameron Concrete, Cameron Enterprises, and we should certainly thank Alex for his support of River Country Sports. Looking forward to doing some middle school softball games, and you're going to be there. But those are afternoon games. They don't have lights, so we'll be there in the daytime.
Be over there right next to Abercrombie Field, I think.
I haven't called a game from the softball field. Done some PA work from the middle school field in the past.
I was fortunate enough to do a couple of girls softball games for Swany. And like a lot of other places, they'll bring you hot dogs and stuff to drink. They like you there.
Coach Gavey told us the other day he's going to bring us Brown Lantern. And there's a strikeout. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it for the Tigers. 3 up, 3 down, all Ks here in the 3rd inning. We'll be back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Build strong, build smart, build with Assured. Assured Construction, Florida's trusted construction company for barns, steel structures, and custom builds. At Assured, they specialize in strong functional structures built to last in Florida's demanding climate. Building with integrity, precision, and pride. Veteran-owned and operated. Financing available. Assured Construction. Call 386-209-4372. Online at assuredbuild.com. Assured Construction.
Go Bucks!
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair, they'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive, Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
And we're back live here in Lake City. And it turned out to be a beautiful night for baseball. It's not too windy, not too cold. I got Wayne Luttrell, who, we talk about river country sports, which I got the name right. And we've branched out to girls' middle school softball. And it's like we've done parades, graduation, rodeo.
Yeah.
I mean, this live streaming thing is.
We literally did our first rodeo. It was our first rodeo.
But that was fun.
So that was a blast, man.
So we're
sure.
We're akin to doing anything that you might like to support or whatever. As long as we can pay the cameraman, we're happy to do it. And
that's our business model. If we can at least break even, we'll do it. And we're looking to make a little money. That would be nice. But if we can at least break even, we'll be out there. All right, McCray here in the fourth inning. And this is going to be a foul ball. Going to hit the roof. Here it is.
Well, Wayne,
I might have could have caught that.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. This is the inning that we need to get to this guy because the bullpen is ready.
I can tell you this, 1-1 count on Hunter Watson. If Grayson Green doesn't get a win tonight, I mean, if he doesn't get any offensive support, ends up losing a 1-0 ball game or something, that's just not fair.
Whoa, that's the right
Toward
center.
right field and chasing it and making a diving catch out there is Case Bennett. Nice play.
It's not like we haven't hit it. We just haven't hit it when we need it. If we get a fly ball like that with one out and somebody on third, it'd be different.
Yeah. Colton Rogers reached via fielder's choice this last at bat, stranded at third base. Batting here in the fourth. And off the plate with ball one. Goose eggs all the way around so far here in Lake City. And that one is drilled to left field, and it's going to be off of the wall, and this could be extra bases. Rogers into second base standing up.
Well, I give Colton some credit. He came around first. He took a wide turn at second to see if that ball was bobbled for a minute. He had the angle to go to third.
And I thought for a minute there that Glover was going to be able to make a miraculous catch, but Colton Rogers with the double, and that is his third second bagger of the year.
And when your number 9 hitter comes to the plate for the second time in the fourth inning, you don't have any runs.
Jace Moran now at the plate.
And, Jace's going to be a little anxious here, but if you wanted somebody to come up with somebody in scoring position, one out, this would be the guy. And it's not like they don't know that. With first base open, he may not see anything to hit.
He's 1-1 on the he's got one hit, and then he was hit by the pitch. So officially 1 for 1. Fouled that one away. Moran, of course, all the potential in the world, already signed with Florida, but only batting .250 on the young year. So yet to really get on track here with his stick. Let's see if he can come through here. Outside.
Counts his way. He's got to be sitting dead red right here, trying to drive the ball.
2-1 pitch should get something to hit. But again, first base empty. So, of course, Easton O'Quinn waits if they put him on base. And that one is drilled toward the wall, and that is out of here. Home run, Jace Moran.
Wayne, I tell you, we need to put in the home run sponsor this year.
And that home run brought to you by the Sports Connection. Back when we used to call baseball games in Live Oak, and he ran the Sports Connection, every ball hit, I don't care where it was in the field, was off the Sports Connection something.
It's because it was radio. You couldn't see it.
Yeah, you would just make it up.
One night we had a helicopter there.
Yeah.
And there was no helicopter, and they called the radio station the next day. Wanted to know, is that helicopter do the traffic report every night? No, just when Wayne and Tom were doing a baseball game.
Yeah.
So
two-run homer, Jace Moran. I mean, he got all of that one.
And just for your information, Jason's one of the top 50 players in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Now Easton O'Quinn.
And I guess you saw why.
Yes, sir. He got a hold of that one.
2-0 Swany lead. They take the lead here in the fourth inning.
Just one batter too long for this guy because the arm speed is way down. And usually what happens is the pitches start to come up. And when the pitches start to come up, they start to go out.
Yeah, but the other thing is, that the batters have seen him once or twice and, starting to get their timing down.
Yeah.
And there's O'Quinn with a base hit to the gap.
That's two.
It's going to roll to the wall. O'Quinn around first base, and he'll stop at second standing up. So that's 3 in a row with extra bases. At Golden Rogers with a double, Moran with a 2-run home run, and now Easton O'Quinn with a 2-bagger.
Yeah, I'm ready to see Coach Howard walking out to the mound. Oh,
There he comes.
Surprise.
Right on time there.
So what's he going to say?
There ain't no telling.
I imagine he's going to make a pitching change here. And tip of the cap to Tyson McCray. He pitched well.
Yes.
But just kind of ran out of steam here in the fourth inning.
And a big kid. That's probably why he could throw that many pitches. But he's only given up 1 earned run, Wayne.
No, 2.
2 earned runs, rather.
Yeah. And he's responsible for the runner at second base. So going to get a pitching change here. And it looks like Slaymaker coming in.
Now, Slaymaker was already in the game as the first baseman, right?
Correct.
So now we're going to get a new first baseman.
Well, McCray, I see him jogging out to center field. And let's see if he's going to play center field or he just wants to have a conversation out there and he's going to retreat to first base. But Nolan Slaymaker now on the hill.
Well, there's only 3 outfielders out there, Wayne.
Well, somebody's got to play first, so we'll have to figure that out. I don't know. They don't share that with us up here. Who's playing first now? He ran to center field, so that's yeah.
And we're getting some information here from Lake City on where everybody is going, and we do have a first baseman now. Number 15 is going to first base. Wayne with the roster, Luttrell.
All right, Case Bennett is your first baseman. He was in right field. So Bennett goes from right field to first base. Slaymaker goes from first base to pitcher. And I'm just going to assume that Tyson McCray is the right fielder.
Okay, we can go with that.
Okay.
Now, I have a question for you. In college, in Major League Baseball, the pitchers don't bat, or if they batted ninth. In college baseball, do you see the pitchers batting in the middle of the order?
No, sir, they don't even hit.
They don't even hit either.
We have a 2-way. He's a pitcher and a hitter, but that's
you have Ohtani, and that's it.
I wouldn't quite say Ohtani, but he can do it.
Well, they go over the signals with a runner on second, and nobody out, Wayne.
Yeah, you got one. Had Hunter Watson led off with that fly ball to right field, and Colton Rogers double, home run by Moran. O'Quinn at second base on his double, and now Ty Moses is the batter. Facing the new pitcher, Nolan Slaymaker.
Now, Ty left the bases loaded, so he would like a little revenge here.
Slaymaker comes in throwing a little flamer there. Got some heat.
Which is fine as long as he can find the plate.
0-1 on the season. The Slaymaker. Here goes the runner to third base, and now going to catch him. And hit him in the head. Wow.
You know, I'm glad this is on camera because
yeah.
for us to announce that, that would have been who's on first. And Coach Moran is giving a baseball lesson right now. I don't know what.
That was the toughest stolen base I think I've seen. Quinn
it-
kind of got caught there in no man's land. Ty Moses had offered, and then
It looked like a bunt and run.
yeah, it was.
And if that's the case, you got to keep running.
And but he stopped. He saw that he was a dead meat at third base, so he did the right thing. Got in the rundown, ends up getting hit in the helmet, and takes third base.
And the infield in, and
And fouled away.
Ooh, safety squeeze.
Moses is he's been called on the bunt twice here tonight. Struck out his first at bat when he was supposed to bunt, and he flew out to right field. And now in the hole 0-2.
And Wayne, who'd you give the E to on that rundown that never happened to be a rundown?
I gave him a stolen base. It's easier to write in the book.
Oh, okay.
Would you you had to be on the throw.
Okay, Coach Grind.
You tell me, was it E5? I mean, he was in a rundown.
It was the shortstop that hit him.
It was E6 then. That's your contention?
Yes.
All right. I'll write that down.
Still allowed the advance.
All right. It doesn't matter, but I'll write it down.
Whoa.
Ty Moses.
That one down the pipe.
Yeah. This is Gabe Garcia now. 2 down in the inning. And that could be a base hit. It is. And Swany has another run. Gabe Garcia with an RBI single.
Now, your brother does the field. Your dad's the coach. Am I right in my assessment that infield is hard?
Yeah, it's playing a little rough. They haven't been able to get the sprinklers working quite right.
Sounds like a country club I know.
Maybe yeah, they did have a little irrigation problem over at Lake City Country Club. But hopefully they've got that straight now. Last time I tried to play golf there, it wasn't worth it.
Well, you can come Friday night. I'll be doing the karaoke 6:30 10.
No, the country club is swinging.
Yep.
And then the golf course is going to get repaired. It's fouled away. Tyler Watson, your batter now. I love that course, and it's just been in rough shape here lately. The pitch, fouled away.
And it kind of tells you how big Lake City has been and is getting, because at one time they played a Nike tour there, and they've also had an LPGA event there. And Lake City, just Columbia County, growing in leaps and bounds every time I come over here.
No doubt. They've got everything here, and this is our go-to. If you live in there, it's called strike 3. And Watson is retired, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs, and they're at bat, but they put 3 on the scoreboard. Swany leads 3-0 here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors, dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080.
Cupid's drawing back his bow and aiming straight at the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Sweetheart savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs are waiting. Kick off truck month strong with up to $12,000 in total savings on 2026 Ram trucks.
People ask, why do we give such great deals? It's because we love selling Jeeps.
That's right. Love is in the air, and so are the deals during the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
And back here on the broadcast, Wayne Luttrell, Tom Daniels here in the booth.
So I'm glad we got some runs.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't keep loading the bases, have your pitchers strike out 9 out of 10 guys, and not give them a little support.
But it is nice. Now he's got a 3-0 lead, and let's see if Green can keep things going. So far, he's been in the groove.
Well, the only thing that would get him out of the groove is sitting on the dugout through long half innings.
Well, now this is the second time through the order, so guys have starting to see him, and let's see if they can catch up, and if Green can keep that good stuff, keep that movement going. Madden Man to lead off here in the bottom of the fourth inning, followed by Tyson McCray and Nolan Slaymaker.
I would not want to be a lefty facing Grayson, a left-handed hitter.
Yeah. The man's one of the best lefties in the area, so see what he can do. Takes right there and a strike on the outside corner.
I'll just watch his front foot. And if it goes to our dugout, then I know that Grayson's thrown really hard. That one went to the dugout.
Yeah, both feet went. That's a little inside there, a little chin music. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
He went around.
Didn't mean to, but it looked like he went too far, and that is a strike. Hey, you don't have a third base umpire, so there's no one to check with there. You had an umpire first, but in high school ball, usually only 2 umpires till you get to the postseason. Then they'll give you 3.
Yeah, but he didn't need to check. He could have checked with me on that one. That's how far around he went.
Yeah, you think the umpire just turn around, point to the booth?
If the ball had hit his bat, it would have gone to left field.
And that one got away a little bit. Got away from Jason. Back to the screen.
And if it looks just a little muggy, it's they have not made it here to blast the strike 3 another
there,
K. Yeah. They come with the fire hoses and clean the screen off at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, well, they were actually at the softball field. We saw them Saturday, and I thought they were going to do the baseball field after that, but I guess they didn't.
Well, I think it's because it rained over the weekend, and that's probably why they want to put that much water on the field. 10 out of 11, Wayne?
Yeah.
You know, I've done a lot of Suwannee baseball. I don't know that I've never seen anything that approached that.
Coming into this game, Green with 5 strikeouts. So
It doubled that.
yeah, popped in the air. Catcher calls for it. Can of corn.
First non-K.
We'll take a pop fly to the catcher. That's an easy out.
Yeah. And easy for us to say, but we have a catcher here, and the toughest thing in the world is that fly ball.
It's tough, especially when it gets higher up there.
That was a pretty easy one, though. I mean, he didn't have to move too much.
Yeah, he got blessed with that one.
Not as easy as well with the catcher's mitt as it is, with a regular glove to make that kind of catch.
And you're always looking straight up instead of, at least somewhere you usually have a little angle.
2-0. Or 1-1, sorry.
Pitching a fantastic game here. Just unbelievable. Whoa.
And there's one smack. Boy, you got that one. That one's in the gap. Right center field. That's going to get off the wall. And going to be a double. Standing up. Nolan Slaymaker.
Well, there goes the announcer's curse.
But you were looking for the perfect game or something?
I was looking for a no-hitter.
No, you still have the shutout, so. Nice piece of hitting there by Slaymaker, who is now the opposing pitcher. Jason Maddox now with 2 down, got a chance to bring in a run here.
And that would be the scary thing. As well as we played, there'd be a 2-run lead if this guy gets a base hit.
Yeah. This is going to draw a conversation from Coach Moran. Going to come out. He's got the slow walk, so this is not a pitching change. It's going to come out and kind of settle him down. Gave up that, that first hit, but don't lose your focus.
And Coach Moran, a former umpire, umpired for about 8 years. And when we were talking between innings here, Coach Jernigan, who was also a baseball player at Swany, is now umpiring at the collegiate level and got a rave review from our guest here tonight on his umpiring. He said it was the best umpire he's seen this year. Maybe the best umpire you've seen ever.
Yes, sir. He's really good.
And that's Shannon. Shannon Jernigan was an all-star catcher for Swany and later coached. Played at Valdosta, I think.
Yes,
has a few records, I think, up there.
All right, Casey Maddox now the batter.
Just needs to get right back to that groove. And go.
Maddox looking to bring in a run here, make this game a little more interesting. 3-0 right now, Swany. Green first time working from the stretch. Well, I don't know where that missed, but it did.
2-0.
Next with a hitter's count here.
2 out.
Garcia keeping him close at second base. There's the pitch. And that's going to be foul. Look out in the dugout. What's the toughest series you've had this year? You played any Division I schools or?
Well, we went down to Miami opening weekend and we played like a little round robin tournament. That was first time doing that. That was pretty tough seeing a different team every day.
All right. Good experience. You played at the Light?
Yeah, oh no, we played at
FIU? Inside.
Whoa!
Wow. What a recovery there by Nickerson to throw him out across the diamond. Nice play, and that'll do it for the Tigers. They do not score. Leave a runner stranded at second base. It's still Swany 3-0 after 4 complete on rivercountrysports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance. G&W Site Services is a trusted site preparation and excavating contractor based in Live Oak, serving Swany and surrounding counties.
Oh, yeah.
From land clearing to site prep and grade work to excavation and ponds to driveways and culverts, material hauling, foundations. Whether you're preparing land for new construction or maybe utilities or draining solutions, give G&W a call. 386-209-4856. Licensed and insured, G&W Site Services. Online at gwsiteservicesllc.com.
It's rivercountrysports.com and high school baseball here on a Wednesday night.
And Wayne, you know, we're spoiled now doing the live stream instead of baseball. I mean, instead of radio, because that ball that was hit to the third baseman, you know, it was sharply hit. Everybody could see that. He got in front of the ball like he's coach, and he stayed with it. He stayed down, stayed with it, didn't panic, made the throw, and conceivably saved a run. So it's, 3-1 as we get ready to start the fifth here.
And remember, Nickerson at third base, he's playing where normally O'Quinn would have been starting, but you got Noah Lopez, who's on the injured list right now with that hamstring. So pressed into duty and standing top.
Yeah, musical players here. And, at the high school level, it's great.
Grayson Green to lead off here on the top of the fifth inning for Swany.
See if Grayson can help his own cause here. Anybody with the last name of Green can usually hit.
Yeah. Well, Jake Green over there in the dugout. I asked him, what is your role here in the dugout? He said, just to look pretty.
Yeah. He's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do.
That was his answer, fouled away.
And I think he's also a Valdosta State alumni. Big Green. Yeah.
Brent Howard, our guest from Valdosta State, starting catcher. Outside.
And we said it before, but his dad happens to be the coach here.
Yeah.
And we figured if we brought the kid up, we might get a little something.
Well, if you didn't mention the coach, I thought maybe he was just down here scouting for his coach up at Valdosta State. Who is the Blazer head coach?
J.D. Hulse.
Okay.
More importantly, who's the pitching coach?
Jeff Bramlett. He pitched at Alabama and then threw in pro ball for a little bit and then got into coaching.
3-2 here to Green. Slaymaker's payoff pitch. And that's going to be twisting. Is it playable?
Yep.
It is. And the catch made by Glover and one down in the inning.
Going opposite field, but fly ball not going to help you.
Now Case Nickerson.
This kid has just made the good play.
Yeah, see if that defensive gym, if that translates into offense here.
That'll pump you up sometimes.
Oh, yeah. You get out of a jam, out of an inning, come jogging back to the dugout, then it's your at bat. You're right. You're jacked up.
Nowadays, with the catcher's mitts, you never have one that goes through, do you?
It depends on how good them laces are on it.
Okay.
I umpired at the Little League level, and there's nothing more fun than the catcher completely missing the fastball and catching you right there in the chest. That's always fun.
Well, we have a guy that's almost a professional catcher here, and occasionally, if the umpire is bad, you can miss one of those pitches.
You didn't hear that from me. That would never happen. Come on.
And if it happens, you're never going to get another strike call. All right, we'll take it.
Ball number 4, and Nickerson earns himself a free pass to first base. One down, and the designated hitter coming to the plate now in the form of Hunter Watson.
All right, we're getting towards the end of the order, so I don't know that we'll be running. But then again, I have no idea how good their catcher is because he hasn't
been tested.
Yeah,
but he's a pretty good one. Maddox. Watson squares to bunt. They'll throw over to first base. Nickerson back safely.
The nice thing about throwing over to first base here, you could miss the first baseman, and as long as you don't throw it over that fence, it's not going anywhere.
Squared to bunt, pulled back, took a ball in warm-up tosses. They actually did throw one over the fence, just missed our camera. Well, I was happy about that. But that's a low fence if you go down the line. Then. Squares to bunt again, and this time he'll pull back and take a strike.
Well, if it just missed our camera, who's operating the camera down that line?
Well, at the time, right now Lucy is, but at the time there was nobody there. And there was just during warm-ups. It was before the game. And I told the guy, I said, it's okay to do that, but don't hit my camera. Costs too much money. Squares to bunt. This time he lays it down.
Good beat it out.
And nice play there by Slaymaker. Kind of scooped it with his glove and scooped it toward first base. And Case Bennett put his foot on the bag for the out. Will move the runner, though, to second base.
They've had 2 1-3s tonight. That's pitcher to first. And that's because you practice that over and over and over again. And
Watson gets the sacrifice, though, so it doesn't count against his batting average.
And Coach Moran down here to, I guess we're going to get a
pinch
runner.
That number 5, I think.
Yeah, number 5.
So that's Joel McDonald. Pinch running here in the 5th inning.
Well, Dorg's still ahead here. 3-1 with a chance to add to it.
Well, Rogers, remember his last at bat, he's the player that got everything started with that double. Ended up coming around to score on the Jace Moran home run. And then Easton Quinn scoring the 3rd run after the RBI from Gabe Garcia. Upstairs.
I won't tell you that I know this kid, but I went to his mother's wedding.
Okay.
Whoa,
and
up
that
the middle.
One is up the middle for a base hit. Coming around third to score is Case Nickerson. Yeah, no play.
Well, evidently Coach Moran with a good move there with the pinch runner because there was no play at the plate. And like I said, that ball, you hit the ball hard on the ground here. It gets out of that infield in a hurry.
So where are you karaokeing now? I know you do the country club.
I do the country club, Lake City Country Club on Friday, 6:30 to 9:30. When the time change comes, will be 7 to 10. But I sub all over the place, Wayne, in Gainesville and Alachua, Madison.
Well, if the mood strikes you, you can go ahead and break into song. So here goes the runner, not going to be a throw. So catcher indifference there. We'll give Roger second base.
And I don't know if that was indifference or we weren't paying attention.
Well, I'm assuming he just let him have second base.
Yeah, there was,
He did. There was no throw down.
and I have no idea why. I mean, in this scenario, there'd be no reason why you just let him have second base.
Yeah. And again, the thinking is we've got Jace Moran at the plate. So if he does get thrown out, he leads off the next inning.
And we may have to invite Coach Howard to the coaches show.
Well, he's welcome to come up here after the game.
Yeah, we
We'll
may
put him on the mic. No
may
problem.
have to ask him about that one.
We stretch as long as we can to see if we can get a coach up here after the game. Two-one count now on Moran. 2 down here.
Billy having a perfect night? Not Billy, Jace.
He was hit by the pitch, but yeah, he's 2 for 2. Home run, 2 RBI. Pretty good night, wouldn't you say? He's not done. Comes up empty there, 2-2.
And Jace catching tonight. We've seen him pitch. We've seen him play third. I've seen him play everywhere, I think, but the outfield.
He could if he needed to.
Oh, absolutely.
There's the 2-2 pitch. And that one is drilled down the line. Will it stay fair? It does. It's going to roll to the fence. And Swany with another run, and Jace is going to stop at second base. So about 3 RBI on the night. He's now 3 for 3. Home run, double, single. Pretty good night.
And we're going to get a designated runner for him, I believe. And that's why you're one of the top kids in the nation.
Yeah.
And we need a triple for the cycle.
Waiting to see who's going to be the runner.
Go to
second base. Let's keep going. And can you get the number? That's 17.
Yeah.
Is that Rylan Lawson?
Yeah, he's got 2 wins this year as a pitcher.
There you go. And now going to pinch run at second base. Dogs with 2 runs this inning, 3 last inning, still 2 down in the inning. And number 7, Easton O'Quinn.
Yeah, we get the bases loaded. One out can't score anybody. And here we are with 2-out rally. That's the nature of the game.
And twisting, this one's going to be out of play. The funny thing is, too, if you would have looked down in the dugout early in this game, not a lot of life down there. We were leaving runners on base, we were wasting opportunities. And now those guys are on the fence and into every pitch.
And you know what? It also may have been a little quiet because, when your pitcher has like 10 up and 9 down with a K.
You don't want to jinx it.
You don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. It's outside.
Now, both catchers have done an outstanding job in this game because there has not been a pass ball. And usually high school ball, you see 1 or 2 of those.
I think 2 of the best high school clubs in the area. Columbia always the measuring stick for Swany year in and year out. Baseball, we split. Football, not so much.
No, we split. We get split.
Got him this year. They're moving the game back to the last game of the regular season. The old Oaken Bucket game. Madison has become the kickoff classic for next year's schedule. You can go back and watch the Suwannee Sports Report with Coach Hall, and he lays out the whole schedule for us.
Well, I was hoping Coach Hall would come up here tonight. I don't know if he made the game or not. But Coach Allen was down there and said he was hoping that Kyler would make it.
Yeah, I saw Frank earlier, Swanee's athletic director. Swung on, pop foul right behind us. I don't know if this is like in Live Oak, you got kids chasing foul balls all over the park. I don't know if the Tigers have their
the deal is
sort of thing.
If you bring the ball to concession stand, you get a drink.
Yeah, that's the way.
I don't know if they have that policy here.
We used to hustle. We used to go growing up in West Palm Beach. We used to go to the West Palm Beach Expos games back in the day.
Right up the middle again.
And that's going to get through. And here comes another run. They'll cut it off. No play at the plate. Now 6-0.
We couldn't do anything with the bases loaded, but that's like the fourth ball that's been like right up the middle tonight, and that's how they teach you to hit.
Just making good contact.
Just aim at the pitcher. If you keep aiming the bat at the pitcher, good things will happen.
Minor league team of the Montreal Expos, West Palm Beach, had a single A club back then, and we used to chase the balls. And now it was cutthroat. And you wanted it. You got to keep the ball if you got it there.
I'm going to say you didn't bring them back.
Right. You didn't get a soda. You got to keep the baseball.
Well, 6-4, fielder's choice. That'll end the inning, but come up with 3 big runs, and Green gets a little bit of a cushion.
6-0 your score. Swany leading Columbia on rivercountrysports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And back here in Lake City, Florida. Hey, don't forget the Swany Sports Report airs Mondays at 7 o'clock right here on the channel. Join me along with Bulldog head baseball coach Billy Moran. The Swany Sports Report brought to you in part by Roundtree Moore Ford on Highway 90 here in Lake City, Florida. Don't miss the Swany Sports Report right here Monday nights on rivercountrysports.com.
Well, bottom of the 5th, Bulldogs leading 6-1.
And Goose Lord at the dish.
Wayne, I thought it was 6-1. They don't have the one out there.
6-0.
6-0.
Yeah,
that's right. The one hit.
They've only had one base runner.
Yeah, that was
or 2 base runners, and they've only made it as far as second on the Slaymaker double last inning. Lord leading off here for the Tigers, and they're at bat in the 5th. Grayson Green, he's been wheeling and dealing all night long. Still looking good out there, looking for his first complete game of the year.
Do we have 11 Ks or 10 Ks?
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at this point. Round ball to second base. O'Quinn over to first. 1 down. So, Brent, when you head to Nashville, what kind of accommodations do you get? Do you get put up in a dorm room? You get a hotel? And
You get a hotel, and they feed us. So they treat us pretty good.
Hey, man, that's not a bad way to spend your days. I mean, if you can.
Sunday, they get a bus, take them to Nashville.
And there's a bunt back to the pitcher, going to wheel the first base in time.
And a good play by the second baseman as he was over there to cover the bag.
Yeah. And Martinez dove and did what he could, but all for naught. So what year are you in?
I'm a senior.
You are a senior this year. So is there a chance you'll get drafted or what do you think after this year?
I hope so. If that's in the cards, I'll definitely take it.
Well, when you're talking about cards, if it happens, you bring us your baseball card.
Yes, sir, I will.
Well, I tell you what, people talk about toiling in the minor leagues, and I've known some guys that have done that, and it's still a pretty fun life. I mean, they're playing baseball for a living. I don't care if it's not in the bigs.
Well, Daniel Tillman, when I talked to him, we were hoping he'd get here tonight, but he had other things. And when I was talking to him, he goes, Tom, sorry I didn't answer your call. I've been doing this. I said, it works a little harder than, running polies and, throwing a little bit today. And he goes, oh, yeah, I wish I was playing baseball again.
Oh, yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah, do it as long as you can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We just talk about it. That's what you do after you play. You just talk about it. Swing and a miss.
Is that 11?
There's number 11. We'll be back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And back here in Lake City, Florida, Swany and Columbia doing battle on the diamond tonight. So far, it's been all Swany. 6-0 is your score.
And when we're coming back to bat and in between innings, we were talking, and I've had the pleasure to see a lot of guys pitch at Swany, and Jason Kelly, Mike Kelly, Brandon Fernald, Tyler Chandler. I saw all of them flirt with no hitters, and tonight I've seen Grayson flirt with a no hitter, and this game is as good as any I have ever seen from a pitching side. It made one bad pitch tonight, and we'll blame that on the coach for whatever he called.
I remember the Kelly kid when he was pitching. I mean, we had one night probably 30 radar guns behind home plate. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
that the scouts.
Yes, and back then he was just bringing 91, 92. Now that's nothing. I mean,
well,
you're in the major leagues. Unless you're left-handed, you're throwing 90 plus.
If you're throwing 90 plus, you got movement, you can go a long way. No doubt about it.
Well, let's see if we can add a little bit more insurance on here.
Leading off for Swany here in the sixth inning is going to be number 11, Gabe Garcia, followed by Kyler Watson and Grayson Green. Top three for Swany here in the sixth.
And I think Gabe's got an offer to go somewhere.
Heck of a ball player.
Yes.
Came over from Hamilton last year and been a great addition to the Suwannee Bulldogs. Chop foul, and Coach Moran tried to barehand that one down there.
And, you said he came over here from Jasper, and I don't know, didn't Jasper have a problem with the baseball team this year?
Softball team. Softball. They ended up having to cancel the season, and so teams scrambling, trying to fill their schedules. Coach Gabe picked up a couple of games because of that. He lost the Hamilton game, of course.
And, of course, Coach Howard coached over there for a few years.
They did. Coached baseball at Hamilton. Worked there every morning, do the Radio Zoo show from WJHC in Jasper. That's down the line. That's fair. Garcia for extra bases. That rolls to the corner, and Garcia will pull up, stand on second base.
Well, that's the thing here. Get on second, and then we'll hit one up the middle. Get on second, we'll hit one up the middle. What number do you wear?
Number 10.
Number 10.
Yes, sir.
Tony Kubek. But he didn't catch.
Wow. You're going way back. I remember him when he was calling the Saturday afternoon game with Kurt Dowdy.
Hey, we get a lot of grandmas and grandpas who watch this game. They remember those.
They remember those?
They remember, when I asked them about, did your glove ever break? Yogi Berra had his nose broken that way once.
That's why I like hanging out with Tom. You make me feel young.
Well, I looked around tonight, and there were two people older than me, John Bailey and John Koch. And after that, I was the winner.
It's not a race. You want to hang on as long as you can, as long as you have a sound mind. That's the trick. Tyler Watson.
Whoa.
Got away from him a little bit.
And when you're sitting in the dugout, it's real easy to tell your teammate you should have taken that one, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But when you're the guy that's got the bat in his hand, you can get out of the way fast enough.
Wearing the bunt, a little bit surprised, but see if they can't squeeze another run across.
Oh, sure. Why not? Get a little insurance.
This time not showing the bunt, and that one gets away from the catcher just enough. to allow Garcia to take third base.
Well, we got a catcher here, but we're going to have to call that a pass ball. No, wild pitch.
No, come on.
It's a wild pitch.
Didn't get by him. Didn't get past him.
He put a good block on it, just couldn't get a hold of it.
There you go. You think a catcher's going to tell you it's a fastball? Come on. I can tell you what that was. That was hit by the pitch. Watson takes first base.
Wayne, who's pitching out there for Columbia right now?
Nolan Slaymaker.
Number 12.
Oh, 17. We got another pitcher?
I noticed when the pitches were a little bit different.
Okay, that's Weston Thomas, number 12.
Okay.
Glad you picked up on that.
That's why you pay me the big bucks.
That's why you get there. We're going to double your salary. It still stays the same, doesn't it? All right, dogs on the corners, nobody out.
There's another.
And
nice
fly.
play.
Shortstop makes the catch. That was a pinch hitter that time. That was no Lopez. It just took that pinch hit.
Yeah, he's got a bad hammy. That's why he's on the bench. And the infield was in, and I thought that one was going to sneak right over to shortstop. But now they're back. The infield's back everywhere.
And double play depth. They got the runner at first base, and he'll take second and take him out of that double play situation. Now, that's catcher indifference, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you don't see that at college, huh?
No, you're going to gun him down. You take personal offense with people stealing bases on you?
Unless it's on the pitcher. If the pitcher's taking too long to get to the plate, blame it on him.
The pitch. It was in the dirt, and tried to take advantage of that, and he's going to get nailed at third. Yeah. Garcia thought that had got away from the catcher, but it did not.
Billy's got a question here. I think he thinks it hit the batter on a bounce.
Yeah. Well, he's talking to the wrong umpire. You have to appeal to the.
I think he's talking to the umpire to listen to him.
All right. And now
now that umpire goes and
infield
talks.
umpire is going to have the conversation with the home plate umpire. And I'm not going to write this in my scorebook just yet. Let's see.
Oh. You're out.
Yep. They had the conversation. That's what Coach Moran was asking for. So 2 down now in the inning.
Yeah, the new pitcher's been throwing a few ground balls up there.
Weston Thomas, the third pitcher for Columbia tonight. And there's ball 4 to Nickerson.
First and second, 2 outs. We capable of hitting with 2 outs. We know that now. We didn't know that after the first 3 innings.
Hunter Watson, he was asked to sacrifice his last at bat, did so successfully. He's reached via an error tonight, also flown out to the right fielder. Downstairs for ball 1. Off speed and in there. Good pitch there.
1-1 count to Hunter, and then I think he'll be putting it in play.
Went after it, chop foul. Ball and 2 strikes.
You see these other guys up there, flirting low 80s, and then someone comes in and throwing 70s. You got to get your timing back.
Yeah. Columbia with a pretty deep staff, so seeing 3 pitchers tonight. Started with McCray, then it was Slaymaker, and now Thomas.
And they have a big game coming up this week, so against Episcopal, I think.
Yeah.
So they may, they may be saving their big guns for Episcopal. We beat Episcopal early this year.
They got a see if I can find the right schedule there. They've got Jacksonville Episcopal coming up tomorrow, actually, 6 o'clock start. And then they've got Providence School after that. Does Columbia High.
And I'm sure he didn't want to use 3 pitchers in this game.
Columbia High School 5A club, District 3. They compete against Fleming Island, Middleburg, Ridgeview, and Columbia.
Well, Wayne, we got to be careful what we're saying about the Lake City coach. Brent he just got reinforcements.
Okay. There he is. All right. Yeah, we're okay. So far, so good. We just call what we see. It's not like we have any influence here. Hunter Watson will go down swinging, and that's a strikeout for Weston Thomas, and that'll do it for the Dogs, and they're at bat here in the 6th inning. Still 6-0 Swany on rivercountrysports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Well, Tom, you mentioned Suwannee football coach Kyler Hall. He is here at the game, and he did come up to the booth, and he brought Miss Tammy Neal a hot dog.
It says something about his regard for you and I. Here we are, Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
We have our fellow Hall of Famer comes up and brings a hot dog to the camera lady.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit slighted there.
But also, Brett brought reinforcements because you were getting on Coach Howard. We have both the Coach Howard's kids up here now. You guys going to go down and get Laura and bring her up too, or what?
They could go check the tape. I didn't say anything derogatory, so we're good.
No, and none of them have missed a meal, so I'm not going to fight with them.
And we have Suwannee has changed pitchers, so Grayson Green stands to gain the win tonight, but it's going to be up to Rogers to close it out here.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach before the game, I said, if you go to bullpen, who are you going to go to? And he said Colton Rogers is going to be our first guy out. And as great a game as that, Green is pitching, you got a little bit of a lead. You have the opportunity, if things go bad, you can always put him back in.
So Grayson Green goes to first base. That's still Jace behind the mound or behind the plate, still number 9. So I'm going to assume out in center field. I'm not sure. Could be Kyler. Can't see that far.
You pick up the number in center field?
Turns around, I should be able to see it.
Joel Glover, lead off here in the 6th. Columbia High Tigers, and in the air, shallow right field. O'Quinn calls for it, makes the catch.
He made that look easy.
He did, backpedaling. That's not an easy catch. But it was in that spot right between everybody.
The number 3 or 1?
It's like number 1.
Okay. So that's Landon Peterson who swings over to center field. Now we got to figure out who's in right field taking Landon's spot. That could be Grayson. Or is that a right-handed glove?
That's a right-handed glove.
Okay.
Now, when you're watching this kid here and his motion, you have people that, like, he throws from every which way but over his head.
Submariner. Can you imagine, though, you're coming off a green. You've been seeing the lefty who's been wheeling and dealing all night long. Now, all of a sudden, you've got a sidewinding right-hander you have to deal with.
You have to catch any of these kind of guys?
We don't have any sidearm guys.
You're happy.
Makes life a lot easier.
Colton Moat at the plate. He struck out twice. He's glad Green's off the mound. See what I can do against this righty.
Ooh, that was nasty motion.
Yeah.
Pitch wasn't worth a hoot, but it
Out
looked
goes
like he was
full.
coming right at him.
Full count here. Good battle going on. Rogers and Moat. Moat digs in. The sidewinder. And that'll be ball 4. So Tigers got something cooking here in the 6th. Man on base with 1 down.
All right, you're a catcher, and I don't care if you're at the major league level or the little league level. You're winning the game 6-0. It's 3-2. Throw him a potato. Let him hit it.
Pound the zone.
I just don't know how you could not throw strikes.
Madden Man takes ball 1. Green holding the runner at first base. Throw over, not in time.
A little chill in the air now. Getting a little cold.
Yeah, feels good. Those dog days aren't too far away, man. Enjoy this while you can.
Whoa.
And that one smacked to the gap. That's going to get down. And going to move a runner toward third base. Here comes the throw, not in time. 2nd and 3rd for the Tigers.
And Coach Moran going to be a little upset with that one. Your throw was to the cutoff man. You had a shot at the guy at second.
Yep.
So instead of 1st and 3rd and 2nd and 3rd.
That's exactly right. Playing fundamentals. You don't want to let that trail runner. You really had no shot at getting him a 3rd. So the play was to second base. But anyway, thought maybe he could gun him down.
No, it was in standing.
Tyson McCray now with runners at 2nd and 3rd base. There's a strike. Columbia trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard.
And a base hit here means 2.
It sure does. Swing and a miss.
Good job here. Let's go.
McCray in an 0-2 hole. Colton Rogers trying to battle out of trouble. Got him.
All right. 2 outs. Let's see if we can get out of this thing.
McCray had a chance there on the 3rd strike. Catcher actually dropped it. If he'd have taken off, they would have been forced to throw down. And the runner at 3rd, if he's off the bag, could have tried to score. But
or if it's a bad throw, then, it's real easy. You want to make them have to throw the ball.
McCray was aggravated and just wasn't thinking about that. Now Nolan Slaymaker, or excuse me, this is Weston Thomas who's coming in his place.
Trying to help his own cause now.
And off the pitcher's glove. Will he have a play at first? He does, in time. And that's going to do it for the Columbia High Tigers. Keeps the goose egg on the scoreboard. Still 6-0 Swany on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies in Lake City has everything you need. Doors, windows, tubs, showers, plumbing, electrical, power poles, steps, paneling, pre-finished sheetrock, vinyl siding, skirting, wide-width carpet, vinyl flooring. I was looking for a plumbing part, and I don't have a mobile home. I live in a site-built house, and couldn't find it anywhere. Ended up at Corbett's, and they have what I needed.
It's amazing because I have rental property, and I go here and I go there, and it's like, did you try Corbett's?
Yeah. They've got what you need, even RV parts. Go see Preston or see Jason for all of your mobile home needs. Corbett's Mobile Home Supply, Deputy Jeff Davis Lane, right here in Lake City, Florida. Online all the time at CorbettSupply.com. All right, 6-0. Swany still has the lead. They bat here in the 7th inning, seeing if they could pad things. Colton Rogers to lead off in the 7th, and he's been hot tonight. Scored twice, couple of base hits, and reached on a fielder's choice.
And got out of the jam.
Sure did.
After he shut out in line. And, in baseball, the magic lead is 4 because a grand slam can tie you. And base hit would have been 2 runs, and then it's only a 4-run lead.
And this one twisting, might stay in play. First baseman calls for it and does not make the catch in foul territory.
Now, see, Wayne and I, we've had this argument. That is an E because he prolonged the at-bat.
It's true. And that could come around to haunt you.
Yes. But in our case, it won't haunt us. Help us.
1-1 count. 2-1. And that aggravates a pitcher. Like, come on, I had to have an out here. And they make him pay. There's a base hit. Colton Rogers, 3rd hit of the night for him.
Colton raises average about 150 points.
He's had a great night.
Jace raised his about 152.
And he's got that power. And tell you what, for Colton could get the save here tonight. And, of course, Grayson in line to get the win.
Right. You tell me, how do you get a save if you come into a 6-0 game?
I'm giving him a save. I'm trying to be nice, Tom.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
Mr. By the Book over here.
All right. I'm sorry. He gets the hold.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, in the bigs now, they have all these specialty pitchers. You got your middle relievers, and a guy. They'll do the lefty-righty thing, bring a guy in for one batter. High school, more Ironman baseball. Moran with a 1-1 count.
Colton is now 7 for 17 on the year. Not too bad. And little Billy.
His name is Jace.
Is 6 for 19 on the year. So the averages have taken significant rises as the temperature has descended. The averages have gone up. No one out. See if Jace can get another RBI. Runner goes.
And there's a fly ball center field. This is playable. And the catch is made. Moat puts it away, and retreating back to first base is Rogers.
Just got under it. Just got under it. How far is that in this stadium? You have a clue?
I'm not sure. He just missed it, though.
Swany has been on the road. They were at Santa Fe last night, at Columbia tonight. They're at Bishop Snyder on Friday night. Then they've got that trip to Valdosta to take on Lowndes coming up on the 24th.
Now, these are high school pitchers, and sometimes they, pitch, if they don't pitch a million innings, they may only have 2 or 3 days rest. In college, are they looking at your starters look at 4 and 5 days all the time?
So the starters, they're on a schedule where they're if you throw on Friday, you don't throw again until the next Friday. But the bullpen guys, depending on pitch count, you can roll them out back-to-back days.
And how many guys do you guys carry?
We have like 45 on the team. We carry about 30 when we travel.
And about 20 of them are pitchers.
Yes, sir.
3-0 count on O'Quinn.
He's having a good night too, isn't he?
This whole roster's having a good night tonight. But yeah, he is. Had an RBI single his last at bat. Scored a run tonight. Double, single, walk.
And I'm thinking he'll probably get to throw a few pitches in our next game this week.
Remember, this is just a freshman. You're going to hear a lot about him as the years go on, and recruiting battles are going to get hot and heavy. There goes the runner. And throw down to second base. It's a stolen base.
You got it right, Wayne.
Thank you.
SB in the book.
I got it. The throw was there. If that, it just didn't handle the glove and wasn't able to get the tag, but the throw was actually there. And how often does that happen when you make that good throw, but they don't get the tag down?
It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, getting on them quick out there.
And there was a time that you wouldn't be running with a 6-run lead. Those days are over.
Yes, sir.
Ty Moses at the dish. Moses yet to get on track. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Could use a hit right in. To the shortstop. To second. Not in time at first base.
High school ball, we were fortunate last year. We were one of our that's they're going to call interference, Wayne. That's going to be the third out.
Really?
Yeah.
Coach Moran didn't like that one, and I'm not sure I like that either. Okay, so that'll do it for Swanee's at bat here in the 7th. The Columbia High Tigers down to 3 outs. After this on RiverCountrySports.com.
Cupid's drawing back his bow and aiming straight at the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Sweetheart savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs are waiting. Kick off truck month strong with up to $12,000 in total savings on 2026 Ram trucks.
People ask, why do we give such great deals? It's because we love selling Jeeps.
That's right. Love is in the air, and so are the deals during the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And back here in the broadcast booth, and Coach Moran a little bit upset. I'm not sure about the interference. That seemed like an odd call to me, but anyway, the call was made. You get a 6-0 lead, and Coach,
he did not get tossed, which tells you that
he did.
Which kind of tells you he was probably right.
Well, I don't know.
If you're an umpire and you're that convinced of your call,
yeah,
and somebody's going to throw his hat and jump up and down, you're not going to toss him.
Well, Blue just walked away. He's like, whatever. I mean, just chill. And hey, hats off. The umpire made the call and stuck with it. And
it's not going to decide.
Let the coach throw a tantrum and play ball.
Not going to decide the game, but that's one of those things that they put in. No.
Maddox, first pitch, pop up in the infield. Calling for it is Nickerson. He'll make the squeeze.
They put it in the rules, and because they put it in the rules, you think you need to call it from time to time. I went to a football game once over at Bishop Kenny, and there was an official with 2 flags in his pocket. Well, why'd you have 2 flags? Because at some point tonight, you're going to throw them both. You didn't bring one because you needed a spare. And it's the same thing with these rules. It's like, we had to play at second or even, wherever it may be, that's interference because,
This is a pinch hitter up here. Yeah. This is Nemo Flowers pinch hitting here in the 7th. And he's going to get a base hit.
Yeah.
How about that? Base knock for Flowers.
Well, we're 2 outs away from game time and hopefully being able to hold on to a shutout.
One of the funniest things I saw in high school football, and they'd thrown their flags, and people were out there still fussing and fighting, and he threw his cap. I mean,
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. If you have a second flag, you use your hat. You don't have two flags in your pocket. You have two flags in your pocket, you shouldn't be out there officiating.
called strike. This is Martinez at the dish now. Abraham Martinez, 0 for 2 tonight. Back to the got through his glove. Second base makes the tag. The first not in time. So got under Colton's glove, but behind him was O'Quinn at second. He scooped it up, made a quick tag. Tried to turn two, didn't get it.
No, and it's smart move, and no panic. Like, I'll get the out. The guy's right in front of me. All right, they're playing a little music here. Down to their last out.
Case Bennett, 2 down, bottom of the 7th inning.
And if Coach Howard's going to be a little upset that his team lost, but he's going to take some pleasure in that he's going to be able to needle Billy for the rest of his life for him throwing his hat.
April 2nd is the return trip as Columbia will come to Swany. And, like I say, last 2 years they've split, and each team has won on the other team's field. So I'm sure Coach Howard will have that conversation before that game rolls around.
And there was a wild pitch on that. Well, it was a wild pitch, trust me. And the runner went to second. And I'm just hoping that we can have the shutout, with base hit here and end of the shutout.
Case Bennett would like to change that. Base hit would probably score a run. Came up with air on that swing. And a nice cut at it, but nothing to show. Now 1 and 2, so Colton Rogers can close things out with another strike. He can get it past the batter. Bennett trying to keep Columbia's hopes alive here. Check second base. Now here's the pitch. Nope. And trying third base. Now he's not going to throw down. Let him have third.
WP?
I go catcher's indifference.
That's what I would say.
Oh, I was going wild pitch.
We're going catcher's indifference. It's in the book. Can't change. Chop foul and hanging in there is Bennett. Still hanging in there.
Hanging tough.
He's Bennett fighting off pitches, trying to find one he can put the meat of the bat on.
How about we change the eye level a little bit, bring this one up? You think that might do it?
With a guy throwing down low, you got to get him up in the zone. Ball's going to sink.
Colton Rogers trying to close things out here.
Oh, yes.
And that caught the bat.
Oh, yeah.
And Moran caught the ball, and that's going to do it for the Columbia High Tigers. That is your ball game. Your final score, Swany 6, Columbia nothing. Back to talk about it after this timeout on rivercountrysports.com.
G&W Site Services is a trusted site preparation and excavating contractor based in Live Oak, serving Swany and surrounding counties.
Oh, yeah.
From land clearing to site prep and grade work to excavation and ponds to driveways and culverts, material hauling, foundations. Whether you're preparing land for new construction or maybe utilities or draining solutions, give G&W a call. 386-209-4856. Licensed and insured, G&W Site Services. Online at gwsiteservicesllc.com. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
Those two.
And here we are back having a great conversation there during the break. So John had a question. John's been back here running our companion animal hospital scoreboard, and he wants to know when you make the decision as to whether or not you're going to swing at a pitch. When do you make that call?
You're trying to read the spin out the hand, and especially 2 strikes. Try to I want to say be late, but go middle of the field oppo. Just keep yourself from being out in front.
How many times are you kind of zeroed in on that fastball and he won't give it to you?
Every time.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I mean, that's the beauty of baseball. I mean, the fun is the little cat and mouse games that goes on, the games within the game. But hey, I sure appreciate you coming up here, man. It's been a blast.
Yes, sir. No problem. I appreciate y'all having me.
And Wayne, you know, we had our girl down at first base. Who do we have at third base doing the camera?
We had Him Patel at third base. You had Sawyer Brooks in the outfield. And you had the camera, which my head was in front of most of the time up here in the booth.
Okay, and it's always, it seems no matter whether we're doing radio or we're doing live stream, we've always got John on the board.
Yeah. Well, John used to be back at the station. He was the one that kept us on the air, so we had to be nice to him. And now we don't have to be nice to him. So, yeah, but he did a nice job on the scoreboard tonight, so we appreciate that.
Well, 6-0, we get the shutout, and it's not a shutout against, you know, you're playing some Division IV school. I mean, you know, this is a good team, Columbia, and you know, it could be they were looking ahead to Episcopal, but Grayson Green is my star of the game.
There's nobody looking ahead. When Swany and Columbia play, I don't care what the sport is. You look over and you see green and white, you see purple and gold. I mean, it's on. The focus is there. Swany just had great pitching tonight from Grayson. Finally got the timely hitting. You know, first couple of innings, we left, 7 men on base the first 3 innings. But then they started getting things together in the fourth, and that Jace Moran home run, that really turned things on.
And that striking out 9 of the first 10 batters, that's we're not going to see that this year.
Grayson Green, the winning pitcher. Swany goes to 3-2 on the year. They've won 2 straight here on the road, and Columbia drops to 2-2 on the young season. Long way to go in this one.
And when are we on the air again?
Our next broadcast is going to be a softball broadcast. That's going to be next Thursday, the 26th. And it'll be in Live Oak against Madison. Our next baseball broadcast, March the 3rd, a Tuesday night against Wakulla. And that's always a big rivalry game for Swany.
You just walk by the roof.
As a matter of fact.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going down the stairs, all right?
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Carefully. So we don't want to get sued, so be careful.
All right. Now we're going to have another game with Lake City this year.
Right.
And like I said, there's sponsors lined up. So get your sponsorship in now, because it's, now because we shut them out, it's really going to be a big game, and it's going to be at home. And I'm sure there are going to be a lot of watchers. Used to be we had listeners. Now we have watchers.
Well, the cool thing is that, you could come to the ballpark and you can watch the game live. You can bring your phone if you want and you watch it there. But you could also relive the memories. And you watch it the next day. It's archived on the website. So whenever you want to watch it.
I can promise you that this boy's mom, she will watch this game more than anybody just to hear her baby's voice.
Yep.
But you want to give a shout out to Mom. I mean, that's fine.
She'll watch it for sure.
And as she's watching it, Daddy will be somewhere far away, not wanting to relive the shutout.
There you go. All right. I don't guess we're going to get Coach Moran up here on the road, probably. Or is he here?
No, I think he wants
just
out.
pointing.
I don't know if he's the closer-upper.
We're going to take a final timeout back to wrap up the broadcast. After this on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
I didn't want to make sure you didn't get it damaged.
Okay, back here in Lake City, we've got Coach Billy Moran up in the booth. Coach, congratulations. Big win tonight in Lake City, 6-0.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. I'm proud of my guys. Grayson Green, man, what a performance.
I want to ask you about that. 9 out of the first 10 batters he struck out.
That's incredible.
I've done a lot of this. Have you seen anything better than that?
I don't think I've seen that before. I mean, that was pretty incredible. I mean, when he's on, he's just really fun to watch, and he's the kind of guy that, you're glad he's on your team.
Yeah. Well, he had it going on tonight, and it was fun to watch. I mean, we were sitting there, and of course, we're always rooting for the no hitter and all that.
Sure.
But how important was the shutout, especially late in the innings when Colton came in?
I mean, at that point in time, I was battling in my mind, and I hope that my guys were too. It's very easy to be lackluster towards the end, but just a little bit of life, you never know what spark is going to take off and light a forest fire. So I was absolutely trying my hardest to talk them into trying to shut these guys out because they're a good baseball team and you have no idea what they're capable of. So we just got to keep winning pitch by pitch and try to keep them off the scoreboard.
Well, shutout meant a lot to me and Wayne.
Yeah.
We were working for it.
Yeah.
And, Grayson had a great game, but the kid who catches, whatever his name is.
Jace.
Yeah. He had a
little Billy. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
He had a shot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he came up big for us. He hit a 2-run home run, then he hit a double late. I mean, he's just, he has, a really good game. And they pitch him very tough. They know he's a good hitter. So, but what's great is, we're in a situation where we got another really good hitter behind him in Easton O'Quinn. So they have to pitch to one of them. And tonight, both of them did some damage.
And Rogers, I think, did he go 3 for 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great night at the plate. Yeah, sure did.
And if it wasn't for the outstanding pitching effort, those two guys would have stuck out. But that 9 out of 10,
it's incredible. Yeah, Rogers had a great offensive game too, man. I mean, he just does whatever he's coached to do. I mean, had a couple really good pieces, scored a few runs for us, and then he came in and closed the game. Just great job all around.
Well, Grayson was pitching great, but he had us nervous there early in the game. We left 7 runners stranded first 3 innings.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I was same thing. I don't like bunting in bases loaded situations, but I just felt like we had to get something going. And I also knew that this had that kind of feel like the team that scored first was gonna walk away, and I'm glad it was us.
We need to put a blood pressure cup on your.
No, you don't. No. They would stop the game for medical emergency immediately.
Well, explain if you can the interference call there in the last inning.
So here's the thing. A little bit of backstory. I mean, I umpired for about 15 years, and so I was frustrated because I didn't think that he slid past the base, and the umpire said that he popped up, and I said, no, he didn't pop up and interfere with the throw. So, but we'll go back and watch it on video. That's why I love River Country Sports. You guys got the live feed, so we'll be able to go back and watch it. And it was just one of those things where I had a guy on deck, a young guy that was Parker Craps was fixing to get in that bat, and they took that at bat away from him, and I wanted him to get that at bat, so that kind of ticked me off a little bit. And when I took my hat off, I kind of sometimes I just take my hat off and kind of smack my leg, and my hat flung out, my glasses took off, so it looked a lot worse than it was. Bobby was telling me, the umpire was telling me, you better pick it up. I'm like, I'm trying. I didn't mean to throw it, and he was just like, well, it looked like. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, But Bobby, he's been umpiring a long time. Very good umpire, plate umpire. Great job tonight. And it's for those guys, this is what you want. It's a good high school baseball game. It's exactly what you want.
Yeah. So your road Warriors 2-0 so far on this road trip, but a couple of tough games still coming up.
Oh yeah.
You got Lowndes next week, and you got one Friday night. Bishop Snyder. Yeah.
Bishop Snyder's loaded. We're going to see a Tennessee commit on the mound, and then we're going to see a Maryland commit behind him. So we're going to have to pack a lunch for that one. It's going to be a battle.
All right, Groovin, looking forward to talking to you on the Sports Report this Monday night. So.
Absolutely.
All right, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you guys coming and making the trip today. Thanks.
It's been a blast, no doubt, and what a great game.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, 6-0 your final score. Swany gets the win here at Columbia High. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. That's going to wrap it up from here. So if I can thank our sponsors and J&W Automotive, they've been with us all season long, football season, baseball season. Can't say enough nice things about Jeff White and his staff. J&W Automotive, 129 North in Live Oak. Also, thank you to Jake and Grantham Realty. Man, they've been a mainstay for us, two baseball seasons in a row, and we really appreciate their support. Coming on this year is Brian out at Waltz Live Oak Ford and the whole Waltz Automotive Group. Mandy, the whole gang, want to thank all those guys for coming on board, being a sponsor. I thought we were going to have a different car dealer. They strung me out to the last day. So I went to Waltz and said, hey, man, you guys want to sponsor? These guys aren't going to do it. And he stepped up. So really appreciate Brian Blair at Waltz Live Oak Ford.
Let me just quick, how many dealerships are there now where Waltz is?
Waltz, it's like
don't
the
they
mega
own
center.
everything?
It's like the mega center. I wouldn't want to pay the light bill. But they got that Quick Lube. They got the Chrysler, the Dodge, and the Jeep and Ram. They got the Ford store. They got it going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a heck of a move. They were over on 90 and moved now into the nice new digs. And yeah, that's going on. If you're looking for a vehicle, check them out. Also brought to you by Van Carpet One, by Farm Bureau Insurance, by the Suwannee County School District, by G&W Site Services, by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, by Lafayette State Bank, by Assured Construction, by Corbett Mobile Home Supplies, and a special thank you going out to Companion Animal Hospital on Houston Avenue in Live Oak. That's where we bring our animals. When you got a hound on the ground, Companion Animal Hospital. Tom, appreciate your support tonight. You've done a great job, and thanks as always for being here.
Well, I can't wait to do it again.
For Tammy Neal, she's been our executive producer. John Koch was running the scoreboard tonight. For him, Patel, all the camera operators, Sawyer Brooks, Lucy Roberts, and Sawyer, who'd I miss? Is that all of them? That's everybody. I'm Wayne Luttrell.